much similarity do you see in watching the film of the DC who was here last year in terms of what they're doing on defense?
Yeah, there's some similar principles, but it's definitely a different outfit. But I know Coach Brick will have those guys flying to the football as his defenses have always done. I'm looking forward for the matchup and the challenge that they pose for us this weekend.
How much of a chess match between you and Brick, who used to face off in practice? You guys kind of know each other pretty well.
Yeah, it's always a chess match when you're going against a defensive coordinator. Obviously, you want to be a step ahead of them, and they want to try to frustrate the quarterback as you go throughout the game. My mindset is just about executing our game plan and doing it to the best of my ability, each and every play consistently, and putting the guys in the right position to go out and score points, take advantage of sustaining drives. I think he's done a great job. I know it's a tough position to be in, but he's a team-first guy. His energy is the same day in and day out, and we appreciate his leadership. I mean, obviously it comes from a different set of circumstances now, but he hasn't wavered. His confidence hasn't wavered. His faith hasn't wavered. And just continue to keep. Going to need him to continue to keep being the person that he is, day in and day out.
We've seen you guys have success in other things. How do you get to the point where it's like sustained, and then down the stretch when you need that field goal or that touchdown that you guys can get that done?
Yeah, it's about the details and fine-tuning those week in and week out. And like you said, consistently doing it. And that's with us paying more attention to that at practice. And like you said, stringing along good drives consistently is what it's going to take. But it boils down to the details. Football is a 11-man sport, so one person off here and there can cause a whole drive to stall. But it's about us going out there, believing in ourselves first and foremost, believing in one another, and believing in the scheme, and going out and executing. Yeah, just because they wasn't obviously getting as many reps. Meti was the only one that was up. AD, after the trade came over, was down the first game. So I typically stay back after practice and go through every rep that the ones had with the scout team guys and anyone else who wants to just catch up to speed. And, just the conversation started then. But obviously 2 weeks later, the set of circumstances changed for me, so I was getting on-field time with them. So a lot of our conversation obviously changed to in the classroom because we were getting the on-field reps. They've done a great job. They also are hard workers. They're here. You have to almost kick them out of the building to go home. But they want to be the players that we know that they're capable of being, and I want to help them be that too.
With Meti, how quarterback friendly is he with his ability to get quick wins with his short area quickness?
It's very quarterback friendly. He has a lot of football savvy. It feels like he's been around the game for a long time, but as you can tell that it's natural for him, and he's aside from putting the time in himself, he's been around football savvy people that has taught him a lot, and it's helped our chemistry, and it's going to help us continue to grow as well.
Tyrod, talk about how Justin has handled the emotional aspect of the benching.
Yeah, his energy hasn't changed. He's a leader, one of our captains. He's a team-first guy, and I respect the hell out of him for it because I know the circumstances are tough. But I also know Justin well enough to know that he's a believer, and he has faith, and he stands firm on that.
Take a couple more.
During the broadcast, I don't know if it was Charles Davis or Cordy, they were just saying, like, and this isn't a criticism of you and they said they need to get Mason Taylor more involved. That was like a theme of what they were saying. What are your thoughts on that? And one thing they said was maybe he's staying in the block a lot to help out the line.
Yeah, we try to get Mason the ball as often as possible. The defense always dictates where the ball goes. You can't force the ball in this league consistently. And Mason has done a great job of taking advantage of every opportunity that he's had when the ball comes down, and looking forward to him making more and more plays. He's a very dynamic pass catcher. And he's done a great job in as far as blocking as well too.
What's it like facing Cousins? Do you think they're going to change a lot of things from how they call things for Penix compared to Cousins?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure. They can. Our job is just to adjust and just play what we see. So I'm sure they'll change some things, but it's up to them to decide. So yeah, we'll see.
Is he a guy that's basically seen it all, so it's hard to confuse him like some other quarterbacks, because Kirk's basically seen every type of coverage?
Is it hard to confuse him?
Yeah, like a veteran quarterback like that.
This will be my first time playing him. I'm sure he's seen pretty much. I say almost every defense. You know what I mean. So we just had to mix it up, mix up the coverages. Play our style football and just put the team in a position to succeed.
What are your thoughts on the turnover drought that you guys have had?
Yeah, man, it sucks, but we're working towards it. You know what I mean? I think every guy on the defense is hungry to get one. And we just have to be more intentional about it. Whether that's forcing a fumble and getting on it, and making a play if the ball's thrown to us. So it's definitely not a good thing that we're last in the league in turnovers, but we still got more ball to play.
Raheem Morris said that Drake London's doubtful to play this week. If he doesn't go, how do their other weapons look for you on film?
Yeah, I mean they, obviously, Drake is a pretty good player in this league, but yeah, they've got other receivers, and so we respect everybody that we go against, and so we just have to win our one-on-ones and just dominate on the outside, whoever lines up. So that's just what it is.
What do you see from Pitts?
Yeah, I mean I was watching a little bit of him, coming out of college. But yeah, he's a dynamic player. You could use him. They use him outside. They use him, in the tight end position. So he's a versatile player. But yeah, he brings a lot to their team.
So you guys doing some stripping things out there, drills. Is that more emphasized, especially since you guys only had one turnover? So.
Yeah, I mean we emphasizing it, every day, and so we just got to make the drills come to life, game day. Like I said earlier, whether it's forcing a fumble or getting an interception when the ball's thrown to us, we just got to capitalize and you just create opportunities.